Hey y'all, it's Lisa Blonay, and welcome back to Blonay Got Tea. You already know I bring you the messy from these social media streets, while my POV brings the tea and the smoke. Thanks for tapping into your daily dose of new media news. Real, not fake, because all we want is the truth. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and of course, join the society. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, what is up? It is your girl Lisa Blonay, and I am back with another live stream video. Thank you so much for tapping in to Blonay Got Tea. Make sure you smash that like button, share out this live, and you guys, if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get right into this, you guys, because y'all, we got several things to talk about. All right, let the thumbnail be your guide, but I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, this is messy, but we need to get into this, y'all. Now, I did not want to tell you this, but baby, this one here is disgusting and straight up sad. Now, word on the social media streets is that Chrisean Jr. was allegedly in the bed with Chrisean and her new man, her ex now, okay? She switches them out like, I don't know. She switches her men in and out like, changing her underwear. Okay. Now, remember, they were staying at the MGM. Now, let me go ahead and break this down for you as much as I can understand. And there was, and I'm about to show you this video of someone who named Big Pressure. I think she's from Now That's TV. And she was on the phone with Bino's side chick. You know, they're saying Bino is a straight up trick. Okay. Which I believe. And she was on the phone with the side chick, Bino's side chick, and they were on the phone, and Bino at the time was with Chrisean in the bed, I guess. I guess he was talking to her, and Junior fell out of the bed. Okay, they heard a big thud, and Junior fell out of the bed, and Chrisean goes on to ignore Junior. Now, we are going to get into this, you guys. Let me see. And I'm assuming that she was on the phone because she heard the big thud as well. So they heard a big sound of Chrisean Jr. hitting the floor. And instead of Chrisean running to scoop up her baby, Chrisean's response was, that makes him stronger. Just go back to sleep. Like what? No flinch, no movement, nothing. Now, allegedly, she never picked him up off of the cold, hard floor. And I'm just asking, like, Bino, did you just sit there too? Now, if this is true, for me, it explains some of those bruises that we see on Junior. And this shows why Junior is in danger every single day. Do y'all believe this is facts? Let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Because according to me, CPS should have been stepped in. Let's go ahead and get into this, okay? And I'm just asking, like, and this is what makes me so mad about the people around her. Like, can you not step in? What is wrong with y'all? Do y'all come from some secret demon squad that we don't know about? Let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And you guys let me know what you think, okay? Because I have to show it to you first. Let me go ahead and add this. Thank you guys so much for showing up. You know your POV is always welcome, okay? Put your POV in your chat, your thoughts, your perspective. Just talk to me nice, okay? Now, before we get into this, I do want to say this, okay? Now, federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on the copyright under 17 USC 107. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring up this video for you guys. and let's get into it. Now, I may have to set this up. Okay, so you guys go ahead and listen to this, okay? Oh, wait, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to read this down here because this gives you a little more explanation because I've never seen this person before in my life. I'm only going by what I'm reading and seeing, okay? Most of the time I will know. I'll be like, girl, that's Rolly. Girl, that's Anna. But I'm unfamiliar with this. So let me just go ahead. It says Pressure from Now That's TV went live and was talking to one of Bino's harem members on the phone, whose voice you'll hear in this clip. Apparently, Bino and Chrisean were laid up in the bed one night, and Junior was in the bed with them. All of a sudden, they hear a loud thud. Junior had fallen off the bed. So Bino tells Chrisean, hold on, let me blow this up a little bit so you guys can see. So Bino tells Chrisean, the baby fell, get him. To which Chrisean responds, it's going to make him stronger. Go back to sleep. Like, what, bitch? Like, what? All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into the video.
One night together, they was in the bed with them. They was in the bed with them. Verbatim, word for word. They was in the bed one night together. They was in the bed with them. They was in the bed with them. They can hear a loud thud. The baby fell off the bed.
The baby?
Right? So, nigga, the baby, mind you, like, he has things going on with him. So he like, the baby fell, get the baby. And I guess Chrisean like, it's going to make him stronger and you go back to sleep. Bitch, is you cool? I would have woke everybody up. Lights would have been on.
Lights would have been on. Everybody, the whole house up.
Everybody get up, sweep.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. Like, it just seems like she needs help. Like, bitch, just bring the baby to me, bitch. Let me watch the baby, bitch.
If my baby ever fall off the bed and I don't immediately wake up and snap into reality, bitch.
So you guys heard what she had to say. Now, like I said, it's not clear if he was pillow talking to her and she was on the phone at the time. Because there's videos out there of him talking to Chrisean on FaceTime where she's professing her love and he with another hoe. Okay, a trick for show. Now, are we even surprised? Are we even surprised? Now, what I want to do is go ahead and let you in on, and let's read. Hold on, you guys. Let me make sure I have it. And this is a follow-up from what we saw when she was in Hair Queen LA. You guys remember the videos of Junior's legs being folded, him being in isolation in that stroller, the way she yanks his arm and places his bottle, and she is just shameless. She is shameless. Okay? Hold on. Let me see. I wanted to see if I can get that video where she is actually inside of Hair Queen LA. Let me see, you guys. Let me see if I can actually show you that. Let me take this down. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, so let's see. Because there's a clearer picture of what she did. The one that I saw was from at a distance. I'm not too sure if I'll be able to pull this up. But let's go ahead and get out of this one. And let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. Hold on, guys. And I'm telling you, this is absolutely disgusting. Okay. CPS is late on arrival. Anyone that hangs or is in the vicinity or in the presence of Chrisean. And I understand that you can't make anybody do anything. But at the end of the day, I think the end of that story, we should have definitely heard that Bino stepped in and picked up Junior. And I'm going to say it off that cold, hard floor. I don't care if it was carpeted. I don't care if there was a shag rug down there with a heater built in. And you know that your child is disabled. What is wrong with this thing? Hold on, you guys. I don't know why it won't allow me to come out of here. Oh, it did. Oh, no. No, it's not. Hold on. Now, regardless of not if I can show you that, guys, that or not, we can always come back to that. But I want to make sure that you guys are aware of Junior's condition, because although we don't know for sure, do you guys remember the medical leaks? Do you guys remember the medical leak that we all saw and read and I went through here on live? Let's go ahead and pull that up, because this doesn't seem, for some reason, I can't get this to come from up out of here. Okay, there it goes. Hold on, y'all. And it's not like we haven't went over this before, but I just want to show you the acts okay, that makes Chrisean a whole weirdo. Talking about your $1 billion baby, but you're treating him like a redhead stepchild. No offense. Now, I wanted you guys to see a couple of these clips, all right, that are right here. Before I even get to it, it's so much it's so many things that are so wrong with this whole situation. But I think my anger overrides my sadness. I don't know how you guys want to take that. Okay. If you guys look right here, this is a closer look at Chrisean Jr.'s feet and the position of her feet, which only brings me to the conclusion when she tries to fake it to make it and dresses him fully in Timberlands and a full outfit, it must be excruciating for this child. And that is the reason why he probably, they're saying he's having gelastic seizures. And when he seems to be happy and smiling, sometimes that can be another form of a seizure. But either way it goes, his hernia is allegedly he's still suffering from that. So just imagine her trying to put shoes on this poor child's feet. Not even corrective shoes. Okay. Okay, hold on, you guys. Let me just scroll up, because I am trying to find that clip that I wanted you guys.
Yeah, son, where have you been?
Sorry about that, y'all. Let's see. And then we'll get back to the tea. Let me just see if I can find it right quick, because it is here. And this makes me question, okay, Baddies USA, she's supposed to be filming for 2 months. She may make it there, okay? Because we only have a couple days until October 1st. So she may very well make it there, but will she make it through it? Okay? Before her past comes back to haunt her. And we have seen her get on Zeus before. This is nothing new. Now, here is some newer footage of Junior. It seems like she is still in here, Queen LA. Remember when she was holding Junior? Girl, you have not combed this child's hair. We can tell by the back of his head that he mostly is laying down. What part of the game is that for a 2-year-old, you guys? We're not talking about a 3-month-old. We're not talking about a 6-month. We are talking about a toddler at this point. Let me just go through these pictures so that you guys can see, okay? Let me see if there's a caption. No. No, there's no caption. Look at him. All right. Now, this is just a series. This is showing sheer and blatant neglect. Not that we don't already see it. Okay. This is Junior. He looks disheveled. He looks uncared for. I ain't never seen her putting a brush to his head. I think I saw him in ponytails, like little, plaits one time. And I don't even think she did that. This is Chrisean Jr. Almost in like a fetal position. Okay. And this is a 2-year-old that we're talking about. My heart breaks for this. My heart absolutely breaks for this child who seems to always have to entertain himself, ain't got not one motherfucking toy, ain't got a rattle, a plush animal, a pacifier, which she wore around her damn neck, girl. She walked around sucking the pacifier that she had made for Chrisean Jr. Okay, you guys see these slides? And this is what people are concentrating on, the fact that his feet and his legs seem to naturally go like this. He seems most comfortable or natural in this position. So imagine when she tries to, stretch his legs out, throw some Timbs on him. We've seen him with other shoes on, knowing that he can't walk, knowing that there's other illnesses, right? Other conditions that are preventing him from walking. And one of them looks like from his feet being turned in like this. Some say they should have been fixed when he was about old. And what they do is they actually break his ankles or something like that. And I know it sounds harsh, y'all, but when they correct things like this, sometimes they have to break your foot and then reset it. Now, that's just what I've heard. But do you guys remember the medical leaks that we saw? I'm about to show you. We're going to go over that because I keep pushing the urgency of the medical needs of Junior. Some people don't even think he's collapsed. And that is a scary, scary thought. You think he's going to get through another year of this abuse, of this neglect? And I know children are resilient, but as far as human decency goes, and let Ronnie tell it, because I can't say it any better than Ronnie. Junior is suffering every day. Every day. All right, let's go ahead and get into the medical leaks because this needs to be discussed. Everybody wants to praise her and raise her. Not here. Not here. Okay. She's going to have to be saved and sanctified. She's going to have to confess with her mouth and repent. Okay. Like we Pastor Jones over here. And we're no saints. Please be patient with us. And what I mean by us is my chat too. God is not through with us yet. Okay. You may catch us cussing on the corner. But what you won't catch is us blatantly abusing a child and neglecting a child. Let's go ahead and get into, hold on. Let me go ahead and share this with you because I want to bring up the medical leaks. And it's alleged, seems to fit the profile. If I was a betting woman, I would believe everything that's not redacted on this medical leak that I shared with you guys, okay? It seems to hit the nail right on the freaking head. All right, so you guys, let's go ahead and go through that. And let me just bring this up for you. I kind of had a hard time finding it, but I did find it. So let me see if this is it right here. And let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I'm not going to go over too much of the meanings of it, but then maybe I will. Let's just look at this, okay? Now, remember, a lot of it is redacted or blacked out, and understandably so. Okay, nobody wants to get in trouble for leaking information that doesn't necessarily need to be leaked, like name, rank, and serial number. Okay, people wonder, oh, well, how was this leaked? Oh, the office, the doctor, the nurse is gonna get in trouble, bro. Somebody could have easily went to what Chrisean has access to, which I have access to. I can go to my medical records online. Welcome to 2025. And I'm thinking that somebody accessed her records online. Maybe she left it open. We know how reckless she is. Who's don't give a damn. It could have been the copy that they give you when you leave the facility. Remember, she was at a birthing center. They could have easily, you leave with papers. Even when you go to a medical, when you go to emergency, right? You always leave with a document that says, that documents what went on, what you were diagnosed with, your prescription. Come on now, y'all. Somebody could have easily got access to that. So it's not necessarily coming from, you know, a center or a hospital and the doctor leaked it or the nurse leaked it. No, somebody could have easily gotten access to a website, to her paperwork, right? And we know, do you ever see her with a purse? You ever see this hoe with a luggage, any luggage? Do you ever see this hoe with a baby bag? Okay. Let me go ahead and pull this up and let's go over this. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. Now, as I pull this up, let me make sure you guys can see this. And you should be able to see this, okay? And I'm going to read as much as I can. Now, it says neonatal, what does that say? Abstinere. It says number 3. We don't know. We don't see what. Oh, number 1 is fetal alcohol syndrome, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, if you look up here. Number 2 is neonatal. And I'm just guessing, you guys, because some of this is blocked out. Abstinere. Something. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Because I have a call from my landlord. You guys hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Let me see. Hold on, and then I'll get to the comments. Hold on. Spasticity, and then it says 5 cortical visual impairment, and that may have come going through that tainted canal. Remember? Yeah. Let's see. Now over here it says the specialist that this child would need, which is where the palliative care comes in, is neurology, orthopedic. No, is that orthopedic? Yeah, orthopedic. Otolaryngology, cardiology, gastroenterology, ophthalmology, in pulmonology. And then you see highlighted palliative care. I thought it was palliative, but it has an I in there. It may be palliative care or palliative care. Okay. Now, when we look down here, it looks, I mean, we don't know exactly what this is. There's a lot of legalese, a lot of medical jargon that we don't know. It says male newborn baby was born, that's crossed out. It says reactive, I don't know what this says, negative, and GBS was unknown. Pregnancy was complicated by no prenatal care, maternal UDS, I forgot what that meant. And then it says positive for opioids, cocaine, and freaking alcohol. That's just what we're going to guess, right? It also says mother has I don't know, probably a venereal disease. Okay. We know, look, Tareen was there. She said you had chlamydia. And they told you that you needed to have a C-section, and you refused because you didn't want to f up your stomach. You didn't want to F up the tattoo. So you let Chrisean be born through that contaminated canal. And we're attributing, if he is blind, or if he it says cortical visual impairment. Now, remember, I looked that up. That doesn't necessarily mean that he was blind. It meant something else. But I just wanted to refresh your memory. I didn't really want to go into this, you know, into the meanings of all of this. Yeah, y'all. No one has been truthful, especially Chrisean, okay, about what went on and what is going on with Chrisean Jr. But I just wanted to make sure that I pulled this up to bring you guys back up to speed of what we're really dealing with. So this child needs extra care. And for her to even be as cold as ice to say, oh, this will make him stronger, leave him on the ground. Now, I hope and pray and cross my fingers that it's true. But what we've been through and what we know, 9 times out of 10, the person on that phone is telling the truth. It's not too far. I mean, it's not far-fetched, y'all. It's not rocket science. Okay? And these are the medical leaks. Now, you guys let me know exactly what you think about this whole situation, okay? That makes him stronger. That's bad parenting. It's not a bad joke. Chrisean falling off the bed, Chrisean Jr., was that an accident or neglect? Maybe she pushed him off. And why, in God's sakes, would you have your child in the bed with a strange man? A strange man, like I said. And we are seeing Chrisean Jr. on a milk-only diet. For a 2-year-old, that is not normal. That is straight up harmful. And I find, okay, as Captain Obvious, that Bino is just as guilty for not picking up Junior. Because if that's the end of the story, you're a bum. And CPS needs to step in now. Or you guys may just think this is the rumor mill. Okay, you may just think this is nonsense. I don't know. I don't know. Now, y'all, while what I cannot wrap my head around is the fact that from what's being said, not one person around Chrisean had the common decency to pick up Junior off that cold floor. And they're always surrounded by people. They didn't even check to see if he was hurt, according to what we just heard, or even comfort him. That's not just neglect, y'all. That's giving mental illness energy with a sprinkle of no empathy, no compassion, No basic human decency. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Along with this alleged medical leak saying Junior needs palliative care. We know that Junior, that baby, deserves love, attention, and at minimum, the medical help that he needs. Not to be treated like a prop in some twisted reality show. And let's keep it a buck. Chrisean sees these posts. Okay? She sees these posts. Because this is not the first time that your inner circle has called you out. Your inner circle speaks against you all the time. And then yet you guys get back together and lock arms and share clothes. The fuck out of here. Marsh, you just as fake as Chrisean is. I don't understand this camaraderie. I don't understand this, oh my God, this dysfunctional way that you guys function. And then you guys try to piss in our face and tell us it's rain. You guys fucking suck. That's all I can say. You suck. But like I said, Chrisean sees these posts. She follows these T pages like glue. And if y'all don't believe that this is eating her alive, because the way she treats other people, the way she lashes out at other people, the way she demeans other people, and the way she mistreats her child is a reflection of how she feels about herself inside and what is going on behind closed doors. What goes on when the camera's cut? She got to act like her life is this movie, and she wakes up and, oh, I have all this money and all these people out. Bullshit. We've seen the best of the best crumble and fall. Baby, this is not a movie. This is your child's reality, and CPS needs to step in before this little boy becomes another tragic headline. And I'm going to make a video of that. I'm going to go through tragic headlines after tragic headlines to let you know what could be a possibility. Okay? Now, let me get over to the chat because I know you guys have a lot to say. But we are going to get into her inner circle, speaking on her and why I know what I know. The same things that we cover out of Reddit, because Reddit is number one, baby. Reddit is the be all and end all of this motherfucking internet. It is the heart and soul of this internet, okay? And exposing Chrisean, thank you, Bookie. Whoever the fuck you are. Thank you, Bookie. Okay? For bringing this to light and for allowing us to share your platform. Okay? Let me go ahead and see what you guys are saying in the comments. Let's see, you guys. Hold on. Let me start from the top, because sometimes you guys be answering each other and it won't make sense if I go the opposite way. Hey, April. April's in the building. Do a little roll call. Desiree. Welcome, Desiree. You said, bring the receipts. All this is hearsay. The girl is lying for clicks and views, and y'all are trying to get this baby taken for no reason. Oh, baby, there's a reason. Thank you for your perspective. Anybody can have their POV, but baby, this is a reason, okay? Because what I see is not fake, okay? I have discernment. I have wisdom, maybe a little bit, okay? And I'm smarter than a fifth grade. And I would rather rely on that than any comment any day, okay? So you have your POV and we have ours, okay? Thank you so much for joining the chat, though. Thank you so much for joining the chat. Rogers Boys say, $1 billion baby is being treated like a $1 wet food stamp. Exactly. April says, justice for Ronnie Doe. Hashtag justice for Ronnie. Hashtag save Junior all day. Desiree, what is she lying about? Like, somebody's asking you. Real one, welcome. And thank you for being a real one. I pray for Junior, Miss Lady Boss. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, you guys. We all pray for Junior. It is so sad, you guys. And you are welcome. You are welcome, girl. She says, thank you for your channel. You are welcome. God bless you. Every day, y'all. Every day. What is up? Good morning, Melanin Mommy. Good morning, ladies. Thank you so much for coming in with that positive energy. That's what we need, to be a blessing to somebody or to do something positive. And sometimes when you do something positive, it's messy. Okay? It's messy. Sometimes you got to punch at the air. Sometimes you got to let it, you got to let a little cuss words seep out your mouth, because this world, if we walked around like they think we're supposed to walk around, oh, turn the other cheek. Oh, Jesus loves you. Oh, we're just so positive. Shut the fuck up. This is 2025 and we got to deal with this world. Sometimes if I came around like that, y'all, I wouldn't be able to get through to nobody. If I don't cut y'all out and bring you the real, no matter how ugly it is, y'all would run all over us. Okay, so get that little Bible crap out your mind, where we got to recite the Bible and we got to do what it says. What would Jesus do? It says be Jesus like. We ain't Jesus, ho. We're not perfect, ho. The book. I don't know what you think a good person is supposed to sound like. I don't know what you think Christianity is supposed to be in this world, but you've been bamboozled. Okay? You've been bamboozled. You say at this point, it ain't even funny no more. It's a crime against a child through government, through government agencies. And we know CPS has failed countless of children. Come on now, y'all. Hey, everyone. What is up, Gigi? Thank you so much for coming through. GG 7.7. One of my day ones. April says, now that's a fact. Now that's a fact. Ronnie was the truth. Sure was. Sometimes you don't like the messenger, but you gotta listen to the message. Maybe he wasn't your cup of tea. Maybe he had his faults and everything. Maybe he wasn't perfect. Okay, everybody tries to be a man in their own hood. Most of the time, YNs, when they grow up, they want to be part of the hood. They want to be part of the gang. I used to hang around gangsters and strippers. There was one time in my life when that's all I hung around. You know what I saw? I saw bad people and I saw good people too. In the gangs, in the strip club. So you'll never, ever change my mind on something that I actually lived. Good women that were strippers. Decent women that were strippers. Good people that were gangs. Everybody didn't unalive everybody, okay? I'm here to let you know. And yet there were some shady characters, people that I shouldn't have been around, but that's life, y'all. You said, did y'all heard Bino baby mama say Chrisean let Junior fall off the bed on the floor and said, yep, that'll make him stronger. That's what we just went through. I just played that video for you guys. Some things are unforgivable. I will never forgive her on my soul. Some people, you're not going to change your perspective on this, okay? They're going to stand on their business. And that's what I respect more. Whether you're for me or against me, when you stand on what you believe in, that's what I respect. Okay. All right. So you guys, let's go ahead and get into this and I will come back to the chat because I want to show you how her inner circle has spoken out over and over again and how I know that she knows exactly what's going on. She has notifications set specifically for that Reddit page. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is not me saying it, y'all. I'm just passing on what the messengers have said. I'm just passing on the receipts of the people that are giving us the receipts, okay? Don't get mad at me. Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys. Hold on. Let me go ahead and share this. Let's get into this, okay? Now I'm going to show you guys a video, but I'm going to read Marsh's, you know, the one that's stuck to Chrisean like glue. She's replaced. Now she's the Bopsy twin, sharing clothes and sharing souls and sharing coochie juice. Now, I'm not going to lie. In high school, we did used to wear each other's clothes, but you guys are, I mean, clearly fully grown young women. Okay. Let me go ahead and get into this, you guys. Let me pull this up. And show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, y'all, I may have to get off of the phone for a minute because I'm getting some repairs done to my home. What is he coming in for? To fix my heater because it's giving out what is that called? Carbon monoxide, and it needs a new burner. And then my stove is like electric, like it ignites electrically. So that little part that ignites it is out. So that those two have to be replaced, y'all. Okay, so it's coming up later, but he's going to be calling me back. So I will have to duck out for a minute, but not right now. Hold on, let me see. What the F? Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. And remember, I take you back to the hood like K-Swiss, so I'm taking you back. This has already been out a good year or so. It's nothing that I'm showing you is brand new. Nothing I'm showing you guys is brand new. I promise you. All right, let's go ahead and get into this, and let me bring this up for you. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. Get us into the algorithm, which you guys already are. You guys, we are slowly but surely creeping into the algorithm, and we are kicking ass and taking names. I'm just letting you know, okay? Hold on, you guys. All right. Let me make sure I bring this up for y'all because you guys can't see it yet, and then we will play the audio on this. And there is a slight delay, so I do apologize for that, okay? I am in the ills of the ghetto hood. I don't have to lie to kick it. Now, if you want to help, the Cash App is Blonay LA. It goes towards my SAG card because I'm currently studying acting, okay? I've been in a couple web series. I've been in about 4 plays, and I'm pursuing that. It goes back into my YouTube, my social media. So, I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this up. And let's go ahead and get into this. Now, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and read some of these texts from Marsh because, girl, you was the first one. I'm surprised. I bet she whooping your ass behind the scenes like Ike and Tina, and we just don't know. I bet you she's whooping your ass because she already be bogarting y'all, bullying y'all around, pushing Sky around, talking to y'all any other kind of way, forcing y'all to do D-rugs, and it's just crazy. Okay, hold on. All right, so you guys can see this. Let me take down this so you guys can see it's in its totality, and let's get into this because I'm going to read this to you. All right, because I can show you better than I can tell you. Hold on. Let me pause this. All right. So now if you guys can see this right here, this is a text conversation between Marsh and somebody else. Now we don't know who somebody else is, but the black is Marsh. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get into this. Now Marsh says, and I don't know if this is the middle of the conversation, it don't even matter. This is T. Okay. It says Chrisean read it every day. She had notifications on anytime somebody posted in there, and she would be the first to see it. If you pay attention to her lives, you can hear the Reddit notifications going off. Stop it. Now, whoever she's talking to responds, it says, it's at 991. So I'm not surprised that she's in the subreddit that would explain her trying to stage Junior's milestones. Marsh says, exactly, bruh. Wait a minute. I got to make this a little bit bigger. Marsh says, exactly, bruh. I would be doing her lashes and she would be showing me posts from Reddit and saying stuff like that, saying stuff like, they saying he can't walk and he can't hold himself up. I'm gonna post a picture of him in his walker later. I would be like, Chrissy, he can't though. And she would say, I gotta make them think he can. Otherwise, they're gonna be saying he messed up because I was drinking, but I wasn't drinking that much. She's sick, bruh. That is wow. Okay. This is the very one that's hanging with her now. Okay. Selling her soul just so she can have a spot on Baddies where you're going to get your ass whooped. I don't know what you bring to the table, but girl, go off. Okay. Now it says, wow. Somebody answers says, wow, that's crazy. Thank you, Marchene, for sharing. I'll keep your, what does it say? I'll keep your combo anonymous. I'll just share bits and pieces of what you're telling me. Why did you two stop being friends? This sounds like she's talking to maybe even a blogger, right? Because the person is like, I'm just going to share the bits and pieces of what you're telling me. All right. So now she asked her, well, why did you guys fall out? This is why she fell out. And it ties into everybody who is saying from Tareen, right, to all the business negotiations that she's had, where they say she will blow things up, everything's all right. And when it comes to money, until it's time. And then once the routine comes back in and everybody, goes back to their prospective corners, she just forget about your ass. No money. She ain't talking to you. It's like you guys never had that conversation. Let's get into this. She says, well, she got mad at me because when she called from JAIL, I told her I can't keep Junior. She kept on promising me all this money and all this stuff, but days was going by and nothing hit my Cash App. Junior had nothing but the clothes on his back, no milk, because he can't eat food, no blanket, no car seat, no clothes, no shoes, no bottles, no nothing. Sound familiar as to what her sister said and how she returned Luella? It was just her and Luella on her hip. Here you go. Where's the baby bag? Where's Chastity's keys? Where's the milk? You don't remember Chastity saying that they had to break into her own home that had the eviction notice on it to get some damn milk so that her baby could eat. She says, I bought as much as I could, but I still have my own kid to take care of. It was hard. I just feel like a real friend would have looked out for me, especially because I had her baby. Now that's diabolical. And you in jail, girl? That's diabolical. Let's go on. She says, and when I had my sister babysit him so I could take some clients to make my rent money, my sis was saying she was going to take him to the hospital because he kept spitting up. So Chrissy called and I told her, and she went crazy on me. And that's when and on me and had Smiley come get him from my sis. It was hella shit, bruh. And so that's why Smiley stepped in, and that's how Junior ended up with Smiley. Wow, the fuck, wow. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Let me let a little bit of this play out, okay, this video, all right? Because I don't really, this is where I stopped at, so I don't even know what they're about to say. Let's just give a little credit where credit is due. This is the Tea Room Reacts on YouTube. So if you want this video in its totality, make sure you visit the Tea Room Reacts, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Hold on, y'all. Because it looks like it's still playing. Hold on. Let me rewind it for you guys. All right, let's get into this, you guys.
They are allegedly exposing her and her son, Chrisean Jr. Now, it all started out with these alleged text messages that are going around that are supposedly from Marsh. Now, as you can see, Marsh is texting someone here, and she states Chrisean is on Reddit every day. She had notifications on. Anytime somebody posted in there, she will be the first to see it. If you pay attention to her lives, you can hear the Reddit notifications going off. Now, then this person that exposed the text messages responds with, it isn't even drinking that much. She's no bottles, no nothing. I brought as much as I could, but you questions herself, even exposing that Chrisean Jr. actually does have a. So when Chrissy called, I told her, and she went crazy on me. Had Smiley come get him from my sis. It was hella ish, bruh. So now then Jay went on to live and started answering a few questions herself, even exposing that Chrisean Jr. actually does have a disability that Chrisean is not coming forth with.
It's a very non-tea like. If you want some tea, you gotta come sit down and really like sip some tea. That's the only tea we do around here. It's healthy green tea, chamomile, very demure. I keep saying demure, and then why are they not in her house? Whose house? Whose house? My house. Whose house? Our house. Just kidding. Hey, J-Bay. Hey. I heard it because they stopped what for the rent of the house. Bitch, I moved out before they stopped paying rent in the house. So next, she put them out for doing drugs. The blogs got messages from Janet and Marsh. You mean she brought us drugs and she tried to drug my man? No, I think y'all got the wrong story. Did I just left from paintballing? I want to go paintballing, but I be getting like hella fucking like I think it was the other way around. I think the other person was using the other person to get their baby daddy mad. So I think it was the other way around. Don't come in these comments talking shit. Y'all can come and talk shit all the fuck you guys want. It ain't bothering none of us over here. I didn't see no messages. What the fuck y'all talking about? I know, he's so cute. Okay. Exactly. There is no messages. No. Jay, you are a fake friend. I'm not a fake friend. I was actually always there for somebody that bullied me. So I don't know who was fake. I was just trying to be as real as I can. And it's like, motherfuckers come to Hollywood and try to act fake. And it's like, bitch, I'm used to this Hollywood shit. I'm from here. I brought you to the scene. So it's like, y'all mad? Y'all mad that I had the sauce to put on motherfuckers to blow up. Oh, okay. Let's not forget. Oh, okay. I'm just kidding. Because they already got that bitch.
Every lap, every race, every bit of paint traded for every hard-fought place.
Yeah, see, I don't do no the drugs and all that. Like, I come from a background of drugs. So when I see people around me doing drugs and then they try to like, oh, you're always so negative. You always say how you're gonna throw up if you drink. Or you always say how you're gonna have anxiety if you take the C pill. Like, bitch, because I don't want to do it. Like, you want to do it. You're miserable with your life. I'm not miserable with my life. I was happy before I met you. It's like every time you come into people's life, you just try to take them down with your life. Like, you're miserable with your life. Like, we're not miserable with our lives. Leave us alone. Stop calling. Stop calling. If you're trying to reach me, call me. Don't call Kevin. Like, he got a girl. Like, leave him alone. The fuck? Like, don't try to lie either and be like, oh, we're trying to call Jay and try to tell your baby daddy, like none of that, bro. Nobody wants you around here. So it's like, take your negative energy and all that like out somewhere where, I don't know, put that energy towards something else, something positive, like how we are over here. So that was just a breakdown for y'all because I'm tired of y'all just being in my face. So moving on. What's up? What else do y'all want to know? Janet, why didn't you convince her to help Junior? I did. My cousin is a specialist. Like, I did the best I could. My cousin works with autistic children. She works one-on-one with all kinds of children. It don't matter if you're autistic, if you're not, if you're regular children, like, we offered the help as much as we can. Like, my cousin is literally has her BA in all of this. It's like when people are in denial of stuff, it's like you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on in reality. Like, I get, oh, we're all prayed up, we just have faith, but faith comes with work. You just can't have faith and just sit around and have faith. It's like you got to put the work in too. Like, that's how God is going to repay you. If you put the work in, not just gossiping around other people and be like, oh, whatever the fuck you do and gossip around and sit around people all day and judge them all day, like, you are not God. So it's like, if you trying to judge over here, we could judge you and you probably gonna get the shorter stick at the end because you did worse shit than us and we was just backing you up. And to be clear on some other shit, I didn't fight Tifa for Chrisean. I fought Tifa because she was beating on Marge. So it's like, oh, that's my friend. The fuck, bitch, you're bigger. So that's just to clear the air. Hey, Daddy.
What up?
I missed you. I was gonna show them the room and everything, but I know you.
When too much work bogs you down,
Okay. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. Okay, you guys hold on. I'll be right back with you guys, okay?
I want to have a kid. Why the fuck am I having it?
Do you hear what I'm saying, Sean?
Huh?
When I had y'all, it didn't stop me from working. It ain't stopped nothing. Now y'all grown and out the way.
Yeah, but Mom, you stayed.
I ain't stay with your father. After I got taught him, I dropped him. And guess what? The 11 didn't stop nothing. Because y'all growed up and go your way.
Yeah, but I don't like who I became, Mom. I should have
What do you mean you don't like who you became? Please don't do that, Sean.
I'm just saying, y'all, I don't know, man. I can ask this nigga if he want a kid. He gonna say no. I don't want to have a baby.
It's not him to say. He should have zipping up then. God gives life, my child. It's not for today. It's for the future. I got 8 girls and 4 sons. I don't regret for having none of y'all. You turned out to be good. The rest of them turned out to be good. Of course you're going to have some hard-headed sons. But they can even turn out to be good. Your brother just got 2 stores. His dream came to pass. It's going to be over with. And when you need a break, that's
godmothers are for.
But Ma, where Sean come from is because you know we couple oriented.
You know what,
Get
Sean?
it from you, Ma.
You know what God told me?
To be on one cool.
The baby is gonna change you for the best.
That's cool, but if the nigga don't want to have a baby, why the fuck am I having him? Trying to get
It doesn't matter. He's not God. If you making him God, the father. If you making him God,
nobody making him
I feel
God.
sorry for that because that's life.
All
God
right.
gives life.
All right, man. And I got rid of lives.
I know. Do you think you gonna get away with it, my child? Do you? You reap everything, the good and the bad.
Right.
The child don't have to be in your life. He can know y'all as mother and father.
What's wrong? What are you talking about, Sean? I'm just saying, we all had this point when we all broke down and we felt like we wasn't enough.
Let me tell you something, Sean. The heart is already beating.
Ma, I don't want to have a baby no more. I'm getting an abortion tomorrow.
Why? I don't believe in that. Children are for the future. It's not for today.
I get it. But I'm just saying.
Well, give it to me.
Hell no.
I don't believe in that, Sean. I had 12.
Ma, he don't want to have a kid. I damn near don't want to have a kid. Why the fuck am I having it?
I'm going to let you guys hear somebody else who exposed Chrisean. That's not the only friend that has exposed her. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, hold on, you guys. Now, you guys remember her best friend, AJ, right? Well, her ex-best friend, AJ. Let's go ahead and get into what she had to say about Chrisean. Now, remember, everything is allegedly, but these are the receipts coming from what? The people that are putting out the receipts. I don't know how much clearer I can get, but it's up to you whether you believe it or not. That's why we fit all the pieces of the puzzle together, right? When everybody is saying the same thing, maybe you're the problem, okay? You have to find some truth in it. When other people's stories are echoing the same thing that somebody else says, there's some truth to it. That's just how I see it. Let's go ahead and get into this, you guys, and I will be right back with you. And I will be in the chat too as well.
Some type of gift. Shall we slow? Okay. Me and Tifa were very distant. I didn't know Tifa. All I knew was Chrisean, okay? As many times as Chrisean has told certain things about Tifa, that allegation, that specific allegation would have been brought to me. whether it was venting, whether it was I was mad at my sister at the time and I needed, some type of closure, whether it had been like I'm lying, is like whatever the fuck it would have been. I'm sorry, I gotta stop cussing. Whatever it would have been brought to me because we were so close. This is not like some like what is it called? Like some type of guilt trip that I'm not trying to cover up and say, I'm saying the truth. I'm telling y'all exactly what would have happened because we were so close. Do you get what I'm saying? She has told me many other things about Tasiki. You get what I'm saying? That would have kind of warrant that conversation to jumpstart. That conversation never came up. Never. It never was brought to my attention. It never was said. It did not get said. These allegations, and I need y'all to be very mindful, these allegations did not start until Tifa, until she skyrocketed. She did so much shit to me. She lied to me. She tried to blah, blah, blah. Like it has never came up until Tifa skyrocketed. Now, what you guys are seeing is the same platform that she used to demise people and to mess with their character be the same platform to take her out. And in a means of take her out, I'm saying spread the truth. She's lying, and she's been lying. She lied about, I don't know what the hell his name is, Sean R. Malone, which is the baby's godchildren, the baby's godparents that were at the hospital with her when the baby was born. But prior to that, you say he raped you or he made passes at you. Bing, that's one thing. Two, if this had happened to me, which it has, very similar, very, very, very similar situation. I don't talk to the offender like that. I would never even want to be in their presence because of how scarred and traumatizing that shit is. I can't be around them. I can't even look at them. So for you to be able to sit there and be like, yeah, you did make me do that. That shit ain't funny. And nothing about that screams funny. Nothing. But what y'all guys are seeing is, and like y'all are seeing that she playing on y'all empathy. She playing on what she always plays on. Oh, the big baby. Oh, this shit that happened to me so many times. And all that crying shit, she playing on y'all psyche. She playing with y'all fucking mental. And y'all, because y'all have been through similar things, she's using that against y'all to make it seem like this is the truth. As she has done so many times. You guys are talking about someone who leaked their own sex tape. Amongst the other things that you guys don't know. So, for those who want to just be like, oh, she's lying, do me a favor. Take what you think you know. And y'all, because y'all have been through similar things, she's using that against y'all to make it seem like this is the truth. as she has done so many times. You guys are talking about someone who leaked their own sex tape. Leaked their own sex tape. Amongst the other things that you guys don't know. So, for those who want to just be like, oh, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying, do me a favor. Take what you think you know. Put yourself in that situation. Would you be sitting down with your alleged offender like that? Would you be willing to sit down with your alleged offender and be very calm and cool? Would you be bringing your child to your alleged offender? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't sit there and let the person that molested you or did any fucking thing to you sit there and talk to you. You wouldn't. So, sure, y'all could say I'm victim blaming, but I'm also a victim of sexual assault. I'm also a person that has a very, similar story to exactly what happened to her. And I'm talking about family very much. I would not be sitting in front of nobody and allowing no cameras or nothing to be telling them shit at all. Tay, come on.
Okay, so you guys heard that. And like I say, all of this is connected, okay? These people are minimizing and dumbing down their morals for the bag, for the shiny new penny. And it's sickening, you guys. I have one more video for you guys to look at, okay? And then we will get into the fallout with her and one of the bloggers that used to follow her, okay? Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and bring this up. And, as far as I'm concerned, no one spoke louder than Ronnie did, okay? Let me go ahead and bring this up. Yes. Okay. Okay.
I remember Chrisean telling me her granddad used to make all of them. No, her grandmother used to make all of the girls lay down in the bed in a gown with no underwear, letting their grandfather go play in their goodies. Chastity Malone, or whatever her name is, Chastity has the CPS looking for her right now as we speak. Chastity got the CPS looking for her because she can't keep her kids from eating dope. Chastity got charges from the Child Protective Services of the state of Maryland, whoever charged people. The CPS is looking for her right now because she like to let her kids eat dope.
Is that allegedly?
No.
You want to say allegedly?
No.
You just want to say to be safe?
Well, we can say allegedly, but this is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
So you can Maryland case search it.
I just want to make sure we good.
This is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
Maryland, you can case search somebody by their first and last name. Chastity allegedly has charges for letting her kids eat heroin cut with fentanyl. She has charges for letting her kids eat methadone. And this is the individual that y'all have around Chrisean, that y'all have around Junior. And I'm supposed to be all right with that? That's just one individual. We got another individual who's highly red flag. Tessa. Her sister Tessa. Tessa act like she the chef of Chocolate City. She be through Longwood and Dukeland. She used to have a little house in Chocolate City in the Jacks. She used to sell dinners out her backyard. Tessa is so messed up in the head. She tried to discipline her son, and it resulted in her biting his nose. Her son lost skin from his nose because his own mother bit his nose. This is some crazy shit. This is some fucked up shit. Some shit that I don't even like speaking on. And it's fucked up because I can't just sit and let Junior suffer.
Let me ask you, you spoke on it, touched on it. What the fuck happened Black Friday, man? It was everywhere, man. Clips of the altercation situation was all over social media. Break down what happened, dog.
I got a message. I got a call from somebody. Somebody say, yo, your baby mother in the mall, she got your son. Boop, boop, boop. Pull up to the mall, walk around the mall a few times, never seen her. I got a case going on of me trying to establish paternity, trying to serve her these papers. She's evading these papers, which is why she called the police on me. I can't directly serve her. So I'm trying to have someone serve her. That was my attempt at the mall. Suffering. Junior is suffering every day. He around her family. They full of molesters, rapists, killers, and some more shit. I remember Chrisean telling me her granddad used to make all of them. No, her grandmother used to make all of the girls lay down in the bed in a gown with no underwear, letting their grandfather go play in their goodies. Chastity Malone, or whatever her name is, Chastity has the CPS looking for her right now as we speak. Chastity got the CPS looking for her because she can't keep her kids from eating dope. Chastity got charges from the Child Protective Services of the state of Maryland, whoever charged people. The CPS is looking for her right now because she like to let her kids eat dope.
Is that allegedly?
No.
You want to say allegedly?
No.
You just want to say to be safe?
Well, we can say allegedly, but this is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
So you can Maryland case search it.
I just want to make sure we good.
This is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
Maryland, you can case search somebody by their first and last name. Chastity allegedly has charges for letting her kids eat heroin cut with fentanyl. She has charges for letting her kids eat methadone. And this is the individual that y'all have around Chrisean, that y'all have around Junior. And I'm supposed to be all right with that? That's just one individual. We got another individual who's highly red flag. Tessa. Her sister Tessa. Tessa act like she the chef of Chocolate City. She be through Longwood and Dukeland. She used to have a little house in Chocolate City in the Jets. She used to sell dinners out her backyard. Tessa is so messed up in the head. She tried to discipline her son, and it resulted in her biting his nose. Her son lost skin from his nose because his own mother bit his nose. This is some crazy shit. This is some fucked up shit. Some shit that I don't even like speaking on. And it's fucked up because I can't just sit and let Junior suffer.
Let me ask you, you spoke on it, touched on it. What the fuck happened Black Friday, man? It was everywhere, man. Clips of the altercation situation was all over social media. Break down what happened, dog.
I got a message. I got a call from somebody. Somebody say, yo, your baby mother in the mall, she got your son. Boop, boop, boop. Pull up to the mall, walk around the mall a few times. Never seen.
Okay, you guys, I am back. I apologize for that. I was talking to my landlord. I told you guys we may be interrupted, but I wanted to give you guys something to listen to. So I do apologize for that, even though that was pertinent information, right? It brings us to this moment. Thank you guys so much for holding on, okay? I did want to share that with you. I'm glad that I was able to. Let me go ahead and take this down. But yes, I was preoccupied. I apologize. I'm back now. Okay. I know y'all was like, bitch, if you play that damn video one more motherfucking time. But y'all, what he was saying was just so dastardly. Was it not? Was it not? And this is just the trail that I'm trying to lead you guys down to show you how much her inner circle has spoke out against her. Now, this would be a perfect time for me to go over to the chat and see what you guys are saying. And then we will move on, okay? And like I said, she looks at every post on Reddit. Remember that. And that's how I know that these comments and these posts are getting to her. All right, let me go on over to the chat and see. Gigi says Zeus is to blame. Blame too. He promoting this madness, giving Chrisean a platform again, got me side-eyeing them all day long. And that's why I say this is connected, right? You guys know that they're trying to link the Woe Vicky and her being kidnapped and her being trafficked, and we still think she's in turmoil. Okay, and we think this started with Zeus, right? And some of the handlers and some of the people that are in her story, some of the characters that play out are the same characters that still play a role in what we're talking about now, okay? And somebody else said in the chat, they all be selling that cat and getting shit on. Love says crazy. Every time he was getting close to help, she shut it down. She wants him doing nothing so it's easier for him to handle. And another person pointed out, why is that child so sleepy all the time? What 2-year-old do you know that sleeps like that? I mean, it's like fighting tooth and nail. It's like pulling teeth to get any toddler to lay down and take a nap. Okay? And I don't care unless it's 10 minutes after you put a child down. If a child has been asleep, especially waking up in the morning, the first thing they're going to do is pop up. Now, I can understand you getting up a 5-year-old or maybe even a 4-year-old for preschool. Sometimes they do that, right? But just every day waking up a 2-year-old, there's no child that tired in the world. That's why people are saying she might be actually giving her child something to make him sleep. Rebecca, welcome. You say, if you watch the video of all the stuff from the hotel, you say someone O in another blocker O in on the baby bag and the soft, I don't understand that. The chastity was talking about. I'm not too sure what you're saying in that. Someone says Zeus is taking Chrisean to Dubai. She said, I believe they turn in tricks or treats behind the scenes. Definitely. There's something definitely going on behind the scenes. Now, I'm not going to link it not too much on Zeus, because I really don't know. But I don't know, y'all. I feel like there's a link to some wrongdoing going on with all of these big ass billionaire companies, because how do you get to be a billionaire without breaking the rules? Somebody even said in the chat, you can't get into LA without, you can't get nowhere in LA without compromising your morals. Okay. Somebody said, yes, all of the reality shows, they all sell that cat behind the scenes. What did you say? None of Yan is, yep, Zeus and Kick and Twitch, etc. are all partially to blame for hosting her BS, all just for the money, period. Right. Not GAD about her in her child's needs. Yeah. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Janet introduced Chrisean to Blue. That's how they met? Really? Really? I didn't even know that. So that's how they met, huh? Wow. I didn't even know that. You say, yes, she is so unhinged that she blames Junior for what she did to him and his father. And we talked about how some mothers will separate and treat their children differently according to what the daddy is, how they broke up with the daddy, their relationship with that man. And that's often how we get the golden child and the black sheep of the family, y'all. It's based on the baby daddy and how the mama feels. Okay. If she was scorned, she gonna treat that child badly. Okay. If it was the love of her life and maybe she think it was her fault because they broke up, or the way that he treats her, that child will become the golden child. You know? And that's sad, but it's true. Somebody said, I believe that, and that's sad. Now, like I said, I know that these comments are getting to Chrisean. And I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't they get to? Okay, me, you, we're human. And when you're forced to take a tongue lashing because the person may not like you, mixing this with you having to see yourself and your actions and really have to face the truth of who you are. I mean, we're all human. That would bother the best of us. But like I said, Chrisean is not living the life that she wants you to think that she's living. She is painting a forest. Okay? She is painting a picture for us. And the picture that she is painting is not the life that she is living. And she has said in the past that she has had panic attacks. And I doubt very seriously that she has sought help, because that doesn't just go away, right? Unless you've gotten help for that, some type of therapy. So that means it still exists, right? Panic attacks just don't go away. All right? Depression. She has said out her own mouth just recently that she was depressed. And it happens to the best of us. I'm not villainizing her in any way, shape, or form. And I'm sure some of us in the chat have gone through these very things, or maybe going through it as we speak. But you don't lock your damn child up in the closet. You don't mistreat your offspring. You don't take it out on everybody around you and be talking to people like they're crazy, like they're beneath you, and that you're bigger than the whole program. And I want the words that Jay said to ring true, because something that Jay said really sticks with me. And she said, all you do is sit around all day and judge people. All you do is sit around all day and talk about people and judge people. And that can become tiring. Have you guys been around somebody like that? Not somebody who runs their mouth like me, just blah, 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 blah. You can't get a word in edgewise. That could be annoying too, but I'm talking about somebody who actually sit up and talk about people and judge people all day long, and you do worse. You got the people that you talking to side-eyeing your ass in your own inner circle. And this is why these people has come out and said this shit. Okay? Detroit made Vegas, babe. Thank you and welcome. You say these so-called people are no longer human. They have no souls at all. They're looking for the souls of the youth. It's true. Open your eyes. Most definitely. It definitely goes deeper, y'all. It does get spiritual. And if you are a spiritual being, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. I believe that this baddie Miss USA is going to be extreme. Okay, it's going to be a whole nother level. Now, we don't know who all the players are going to be. We know they're going to bring back some of the faves, right? I'm thinking we're going to see Anna. I'm thinking we're going to see Taseki. I'm thinking we're going to see, I don't know, some of the newer girls, because I did not watch Baddies Africa. We know Ivory's out because she want to run her mouth, even though she says it's not, girl. When you said that one of the girls makes triple what you make, and then you said 100K, you don't think we know that means you got 5K? You don't think we figured that out? She like, I didn't say it. In some uncertain terms you did. Because I don't know who you compared yourself to, but you were like, she's making 3 times more than I did. Don't quote me, it's not verbatim, but that is in the sense what she was saying. 3 times more, okay, and then you put out the number 100K. So we know that you made what, 25K? Doesn't take a rocket scientist, girl. All right. These women need to learn how to take responsibility. And yes, it's turning into the Hunger Games, if you ask me too as well. Now let's go ahead and get into this, because like I said, this shit just don't go away. All right, let me go ahead and play this for you guys on Chrisean herself speaking on her panic attacks and how she handles them. Okay, and you guys say she's forgotten about Blueface. She doesn't care about Blueface. Blueface is nothing but a distant memory. She think about that nigga every day. Every day of her life. You can't just cut toxic ties like that, obsession, whatever you want to call it, that they had. It still exists. Now, I can't speak for Blueface. I feel like he's trying to play it off too, right? Keep himself busy, interact and get involved with other people in his family, or maybe he has seen the light. We will have to wait and see, okay? Is he still the ringmaster, or is he moving on to bigger and better things, okay? That's only to be determined by his actions once he gets out. So we're going to leave Blueface on the back burner and see what the fuck he going to come out with, okay? But now let's get into Chrisean herself explaining her panic attacks and telling you how she handles it.
All bad. He's not all bad. I be having these panic attacks, and I'll pull up in a black truck out front of the house, and then wait. The truck will pull off, and I'll wait till he pull out his driveway for me to get in his car. And then I see whoever in the window looking at me. Every time I have these like panic attacks, because I'm gonna be honest, I'll be having panic attacks. I'll be feeling like I'm scared and shit. And he, that's what I'm saying. He's not all bad. He's not all bad. I be having these panic attacks, and I'll pull up in a black truck out front of the house, and then wait. The truck will pull up, and I'll wait till he pull out his driver. Like panic attacks, because I'm gonna be honest, I'll be having panic attacks. I'll be feeling like I'm scared and shit. And he, that's what I'm saying. He's not all bad. He's not all bad. I be having these panic attacks, and I'll pull up in a black truck out front of the house, and then wait. The truck will pull off, and I'll wait till he pull out his driveway for me to get in his car. And then I'll see whoever in the window looking at me. Every time I have these like panic attacks, because I'm gonna be honest, I'll be having panic attacks. I'll be feeling like I'm scared and shit. And he, that's what I'm saying. He's not all bad. He's not all bad. I be having these panic attacks, and I'll pull up in a black truck out front of the house, and then wait. The truck will pull off, and I'll wait till he pull out his driveway.
That was straight from the horse's mouth, right? And is that so far-fetched from the truth? Is that such a stretch that you could imagine that she's going through depression, panic attacks, and not just from unresolved childhood trauma, because we know she had a nightmare of a childhood. That anybody who barely escaped that, girl, you're going through something. You're going through something. Okay? Now, I also remember her saying that Roy, remember Roy, had to really pull her out of her depression. And in one instance of the video I'm about to play, she says he kept calling her and she wouldn't go out. He kept trying to get her to come out, come out of that, that funk. Sometimes when you're in depression, which I've experienced, okay, I know how it feels. I've been there. I'm not above approach. I'm not bigger than the program. I'm not pointing the finger, and I'm not putting anybody down. But I'm also not going around here raising hell, okay? Snatching up, yanking children, and just being a straight up menace to society. Now, he kept trying to get her out of this funk, because you kind of fall into a funk, right? And eventually he kind of got her out of her funk. And I believe that her depression comes and goes, because she has a lot to be down about. Okay. Anybody that treats a child like this, allegedly, is fighting demons. All right. Anybody who can display this type of behavior and not give an F is fighting demons. You think you're getting a good night's sleep fighting demons? You think she gets 8-9 hours and just, I'm waking up to my wonderful life. I got a full night's sleep. And remember what Ronnie said. Ronnie said that Chrisean Jr. don't sleep. And can you imagine what he's going through? You think Chrisean Jr. gets a good night's sleep with all of the things that we have talked about? No consistency, no stability, all of these medical needs. And you think that baby is resting easy and never knows if he's going to be a pillow in a hotel room, a pillow of an Airbnb? Like, she doesn't even look like she even has his favorite blanket and his favorite pillow. Sometimes when you have to live like that, and we don't necessarily choose to live like that, say, for example, you're homeless, and you have to care for your child. Sometimes you will have that favorite blanket so they feel secure and safe. You'll pack your child's favorite pillow and their favorite toys. I never even see her with a fucking diaper bag. I don't even see the hoe with a purse. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get to this because you got a lot to be depressed about, girl. Treating a child like this, you're fighting demons. And you can never get a good night's sleep when you're constantly fighting demons. Let's just be honest. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys. Hold on. And this was on a live that she did. I don't know if she was on Twitch. I don't know if she's on Kick, but it was in and around the time when she promised us that we were going to decorate Chrisean Jr.'s room right in time for his birthday, girl. The birthday plans, you didn't even have that shit planned. You never went to the museum, and nobody ever went out and ate the crab boil that you was going to pay for everybody. Remember? Last time I spent $2,500. Bitch, that ain't even, everything fell through. You showed up at the last minute, argued with Tareen tooth and nail, wanted the exact price. As soon as you get to the Walmart checkout, as soon as you get to the Smart and Final checkout, can you call me? No, bitch. Send me a stack. I will bring you the receipt, ho. And you ain't getting other money back because I got your child. I will send you a receipt every time I dip and dab into the 5K you was about to send me, bitch. 1K. Because by the looks of that birthday party, it cost $100. Wasn't even proper lighting in there. And we could tell by the happy birthday, it was only 3.5 people in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull this up. I don't know what y'all think we are. Let me see. Hold on. Where is it? All right. So let's go see. This is around the time they were doing that Kick stream or whatever. Girl, we ain't heard from Kick. Somebody said you ain't even on Kick. What happened to that $1 million deal? You never removed the tattoos. We ain't never motherfucking seen what you were supposed to be doing with Tyler Perry. We ain't seen Chrisean's room decorated, redecorated. We ain't even seen the motherfucker from before and after. We didn't even see the before Chrisean, because you know why? You ain't got one. What about the car that you were supposed to get? Just empty promises. She says what sounds good at the moment and then says, fuck you. Just like when she makes money moves. She'll act like she got you, says what sounds good for that moment, hypes you up, and then says, fuck yeah. So let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get into this video where she expresses her depression, y'all. And this is just recently. This is not but a few months ago. Depression just doesn't go away like that. And even if it goes away, it comes back. Okay? These are some of the demons that she is fighting.
I was not feeling it. Yo, guess what? I can't tell y'all what happened, but something happened. So yeah, I'm gonna do cause I'm gonna let y'all more in my world, the house. I'm gonna give y'all a house tour. So look out for a house tour. I'm doing a home. What's that called when you bring stuff over? Yeah, I'm doing a housewarming party with my friends. They bringing sleepovers. It's gonna be like a good 6 people, 7 people, not too many. What else I'm gonna do? Oh, y'all can decorate the room with me, my sunroom. I ordered a lot of things on Amazon. I'm gonna drop a PO box so y'all can do what y'all do. I gotta go to my baby dad's house to go get his Christmas. Like he's like his bed, cause it's like a crib, but then it's like a bed, like a real. It go from like 6 months to 3 years old type of bed. I think so.
And y'all also gonna come with us to go shopping for the summer.
Oh yeah. What else is going on to do? I don't even know.
It's a lot planned. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting down with people that I fell out with.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be
all
good.
Raw. Real life. Real life on screen.
Yeah, like y'all remember? I don't even want to name drop, but cause y'all gonna ruin it. So just think of people I fell out with, or that's supposed to be in my life, but not in my life. It's a cut. I got like 1, 2, 4 people I'm sitting down on stream in my house that I have to get along with. You feel me? So stay tuned to that. Yeah. The one part I'm really excited for is decorate my sunroom. You know, his birthday next month, so I gotta go crazy. Pray for me for real, cause I think that's really what. Like lately, I've been down.
You've been up.
Okay, Rory, I'm up. According to Rory, I'm up. But like, he had to get me out my fog. He hit me like, "Come on, da 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 da," and I'd be like, "I am coming." Never come. But it's not good, yo, cause I really be like going through it. Like I was supposed to go. So okay, me and Tadashi, we made a gospel song. I didn't even tell you what I was supposed to be doing, right? Long story short, I didn't complete. That's what I was supposed to do this week. It's Monday. Oh, it's Tuesday. But I had so much to do on Monday, I didn't do it. Sunday, I did everything I had to do. I went to church, giveaway. I did everything on Sunday, but I was depressed. I felt like just a gloomy. It's just weird, like you know how you get overstimulated with like responsibilities or like with life in general. Because it's crazy because I be.
Now, I just wanted to stop it right there for the people that be coming from me and acting like I'm putting this on her and I'm talking this on her. Did you just not hear her lean in and whisper, "I'll be depressed"? You heard it out of her own mouth. So don't come for me. I'm only repeating what I'm hearing her say. She said she had a panic attack that came from out her own mouth. Now, was that clip? Oh, yeah, it was from about a year ago. Okay, she tell us everything else. And you guys just heard her say, I'm going to rewind it a little bit so you guys can catch it. Okay, so you can get off my motherfucking back. Like I am talking this into existence, like I'm putting this on her. No. And it's to be expected. And just like somebody in the chat said, D-rugs bring about depression. If you guys don't understand and know about alcohol, alcohol is a depressant. Not only does it depress your system, but it causes depression. Alcohol is a depressant. It's not a stimulant. Now, cocaine is a stimulant. But alcohol, which we know she's had a problem with. We saw her drinking throughout her, she couldn't even put the bottle down long enough. You're chugging De Leon on Jason Lee's couch, for God's sakes. Don't come for me. And don't let me have to play that leaked video of how she told somebody to take a half of the pills and potions, and that motherfucker ended up tripping out. Y'all remember that, huh? Let's get back to this. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit so you guys can hear it come out her own freaking mouth. All we do is share the receipts over here, baby. We don't create them.
My baby dad's house to go get his Christmas, like he's like his bed, cause it's like a crib, but then it's like a bed, like a real. It go from like 6 months to 3 years old type of bed. I think so.
And y'all also gonna come with Just to go shopping for the sunroom.
Oh, yeah. What else do we have to do? I don't even know.
It's a lot planned, I'm not gonna lie. You know
Oh, yeah,
what
I'm sitting down with people that I fell out with.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be
all
good.
raw. Real life.
Real
life on screen.
Yeah, like y'all remember? I don't even want to name drop, but cause y'all gonna ruin it. So just think of people I fell out with, or that's supposed to be in my life, but not in my life. It's a cut. I got like 1, 2, 4 people I'm sitting down on stream in my house that I have to get along with. You feel me? So stay tuned to that. The one part I'm really excited for is decorate my sunroom. You know, his birthday next month, so I gotta go crazy. Pray for me for real, cause I think that's really why. Like lately, I've been down.
You've been up.
Okay, Rory, I'm up. According to Rory, I'm up. But like, he had to get me out my fog. Yeah, hit me like, come on, da 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 da, and I'd be like, I am coming. Never come. But it's not good, yo, because I really be like going through it. Like I was supposed to go me and Tadashi, we made a gospel song. I didn't even tell you what I was supposed to be doing, right? Long story short, I didn't complete nothing I was supposed to do this week. It's Monday, it's Tuesday, but I had so much to do on Monday, I didn't do it. Sunday, I did everything I had to do. I went to church, giveaway. I did everything on Sunday, but
Amazon ads help me optimize my marketing ROI.
I was depressed. I felt like just a gloomy. It's just weird, like you know how you get overstimulated with like responsibilities or like with life in general. Because it's crazy because I be trying to like be very grateful because of this position I'm in and the life that I can live because of who I am. So I'm not a person, the type of person to be complaining, but it's like nothing get easier. Nothing ever get really easier. You just get stronger. Like even with money, like shit get tricky. People get tricky. People get real tricky. Like, and then like me getting a girl. Oh, I hate that. Like if I was, that's why when y'all try to say that Christopher stuff, honest to God, don't play with me. I ain't transitioning into no. I'm adjusting all my shit right here. My bad.
You adjusting all that shit.
I'm
laughing at me, bro. That's why they said I'm shaking because I'm laughing at your shit, bro. I keep laughing. They talking about you shaking this shit. This nigga's crazy.
Yeah, because that people work. What the fuck are you talking about?
I really want to do a hoop stream. I really bust you with that.
Ask him. Ask him. How we gonna do that? Because I'm playing too.
Okay, so you guys heard what she said, all right? I made my point. There's a little bit more to this video, all right? And ironically, let's give credit where credit is due, shall we? Let me go and tell you exactly where I got this from. And here comes the twist, y'all, because we are about to get into her falling out with one of her most, I guess, dedicated fans, dedicated bloggers. And funny enough, let's go back. Hold on. Funny enough, I got this clip from, and this is dated. Let me see what y'all. This is dated only a month ago. This is from Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate. All right. Now she no longer has her IG, y'all. And we're going to find out why, which I think is why. But She does have a YouTube channel. So if you want to see this clip in its entirety, and I know I'm not trying to be messy, but this is literally hot tea, hot chocolate, okay? The one that lived in the crevices of Chrisean's anus for the past couple of years. Now, I'm just throwing that out there because it's been a minute since she's been on the Chrisean train. I don't know exactly when. I'm not too familiar with hot tea, hot chocolate, but I hear her name and I know of her presence in the content creation world. Okay, not saying that I follow her, I watch all of her. I don't know. Okay, don't even know what she looked like, but somebody's calling her a big back bison, and I've heard several people say names like that. So I don't know if she's a big girl or not. I have no idea. Okay, I do know that she's a brown girl, a dark skinned girl like me. Looks pretty young. I don't know, but that's just from the pictures that I've seen, the little snapshots that I've seen. Okay, so I don't really know about this content creator, but we are going to get into this. Okay, we are going to get into this now. Let's just keep it all the way bougie and real, okay? Over here at the Blonay Society, y'all. But Chrisean's track record of promises, child, is shakier than her IG lives. From Marsh to Taseki to her so-called BFFs, right? Jay, AJ, and the list goes on. We keep hearing the same story. She'll say whatever looks good in the moment, but when the dust settles, folks are left hanging, unpaid, and untreated like their loyalty never even happened. That's how you burn bridges, okay? And I know some people say, I burn bridges to light the way, girl. That ain't it. Okay? Because the same people you see going up are the same damn people you gonna see falling down that motherfucking ladder. Because nothing lasts forever. You're not gonna stay up forever. And I know they say it's lonely at the top. No, it's not. It ain't fucking, it's fucking crowded up there. All right? So don't believe that hype. Oh, it's lonely at the top. No, the fuck it ain't. It's crowded. And you might get pushed the fuck off. Okay? Especially when your fan base or people that are loyal or your not even your followers, but your supporters are fickle and they're not there for the right reasons. Kind of like when I say people group up and clink up and link up and become friends and comrades and have this sort of bond simply because they don't like you. That shit is dumb to me. That's why I encourage people in my chat, no matter if you agree with me or not, baby, stand on your 10 toes. Just talk to me nice. Okay? Now, don't forget her besties have already said that she's glued to Reddit, watching every single post. So everything we see, she sees. Every tongue lashing, every drag, every ounce of truth that is magnified. Because that's what we do. We magnify the truth or consequences. And we always present it to you as truth or rumors, right? Truth, rumor, truth, tea, or rumors. It can only be one of those three. So don't think that these comments aren't cutting deep. Add in the panic attacks she's admitted to, the depression she's been pulled out of, and the demons that she's fighting on the daily. It paints a very different picture from the one she tries to show us. At the end of the day, when you treat people close to you, even your own child, with broken promises and no follow through, it's only a matter of time before those folks start spilling. And baby, it's looking like Mad Day is every day when it comes to Chrisean. Let's get into this, okay? Let's get into this. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys. Let's get into these receipts because, baby, the girls are fighting. Now, let me go ahead and break this down for you. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up first. So I'm kind of lost in the sauce as to where I need to go. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so it's going to be on Reddit. Let me make sure that this is it, you guys. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And let me go ahead and pull this up. And speaking of hot tea, hot chocolate, oh my God, that was messy. That was really messy that I actually got that clip. And now they are mortal enemies, y'all. Chrisean went off on her. And I'm going to tell you how it all started. Hold on, let me go ahead and bring this up. Thank you guys so much for tapping in and joining me right here on Blone Got Tea. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for supporting what we do over here, supporting this platform. Like, share, and subscribe. You guys get us into the algorithm. And thank you guys so much because you're getting us into the algorithm, okay? Check the numbers, all right? Check the numbers. And I couldn't have did it without you. I can't sit up here by myself and get in the motherfucking algorithm. Now, BB says, you are so on point. Both Blue and Chrisean abuse so much alcohol and Ugdrays that they may never grow their brain cells back. I mean, Blueface got a whole Hennessy wall. And I bet you the fuck it's empty. I bet you it's empty. Okay? Let me see. Let me see. What did you say, Gigi? You said, hold on. You said hot mess tea beat up another blogger capping for likes over Chrisean. Oh, so that's what happened. That's why that girl over there, well, young woman, she looks so young. But if I call you girl, it's just a reference, y'all. I'm not trying to demean you or minimalize you or anything like that. It's just that you look young. It's just a reference, okay? But that young woman, no wonder she over there. I just came up across her page and really like looked at it. And that is why she's going off on y'all like this. So she got in a fight with hot chocolate. I mean, hot mess. You call her hot mess tea. She got beat up, and that's why she going so hard over there. Because I was wondering, I'm like, somebody done did something to her for her to be going in. Now, even though she be spitting the truth to me, and like I said, I'm not familiar with her. I just discovered her page. Now, I went to her page before because every time I need like a reference or if I'm looking up something, it's sometimes most likely one of her posts. So I'm not going to say I don't know about her, but I've never like went through her page. I never knew what she looked like. And I damn sure didn't know that she got in a fight with hot tea, hot chocolate. Now, I may have heard it, but I didn't place any importance on it. I didn't look into it. So it probably slipped my mind. But y'all, thank you, Gigi, because I didn't even know that. Thank you for enlightening me on that. So that explains a lot, okay? Over Chrisean, now she's mad at Chrisean didn't invite her to some show. I don't know, but they scammed everyone. Hot tea and Chrisean when Chrisean got locked up. Ooh, really? Okay. So the past tea is coming back. Things I didn't know, y'all. And that's what you guys, when you guys are in the chat, you guys help me fill in the blanks. You guys help me to paint the narrative and get the truth out there. Because there's a lot of things that I don't know. I don't know everything, you guys, all right? Some things I don't even know anything about. And I know maybe I should be more up on it. But I think that's what kind of makes this so interesting is because I don't know everything. And I don't be knowing these people. Love says there's no such thing as the top or bottom. We are all just living, but some choose to live on demon time. Exactly. Milagro just called Chrisean a stank bee. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Okay. Somebody said Milagro over there going in on Chrisean, y'all. Now, Detroit says the agenda has always been to bring down God's golden, exactly, the real motherland, and that is foundational Black Americans. Yeah, open. There's a reason. There's some truth to that. There's definitely some truth to that. Thank you so much for chiming in with a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of insight. I love that. Nobody is better than anyone, but people choose to be a POS and thrive from it. Yeah, and that's what we're talking about, people. We're talking about people who choose to live on demon time. Choose to. Because I've lived on demon time. Boy, it was a fun time. So have you. So have you. So have you. But you know what? You didn't know that you was living on demon time. Now, you knew what you were doing was right or wrong, but you kind of, it became a way of life for you, and you kind of excused it, right? Because you normalized it. It became your life. And it's not until something happens to you where you fall from grace, you fall out of God's grace, and you have to pick yourself up again. And some of us take that and run with it and learn and grow and become better. Some of us use it as a stepping stone, and some of us just keep up with the insanity, right? We keep bumping our heads into that brick wall. We keep doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results. And we know what that is, y'all. That is insanity. So kudos to the people who fell down 9 times and got up 10 and actually learned and grew and become a better person from it. Some of us are in that battle right now. Some of us are on our way. But some of the people that we talk about choose to live it, know it's wrong, and don't give a fuck. And that's the difference. That's the difference. There are some people that are in our lives right now that are still stuck where we were, right? Still stuck in the strip club. I was a stripper for damn near all my 30s. Well, at least half my 30s and half my 20s. Yeah. And I just think back of all the things I could have been doing besides stripping. But that's neither here nor there, y'all. But some of those same people are still living in that lifestyle, still tricking, still thinking shit is funny, still drinking alcohol every day. Like it's the fucking thing to do. And I just can't with them. You're my friend. Yes, I love you. And, but the conversations just don't hit no more. And that's where you show growth and you see growth. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. Hold on. Let me go ahead. Somebody say, ain't no future in your fronting. Yep. Never was, cuz. Who was that? Shout out to what? Who was that? Who used to say that? Domino or something like that. And that's all, right? All they do. That's all Crayon does. Crayola is front and be fake. And people are calling you out. People are calling you out. It's Mad Day and they all going at it. Yep. You know the worst things happen on Mad Day, y'all. The worst things happen on Mad Day. Let's go ahead and get into this, okay? Let me go ahead and pull this up. Because I know I can yap forever, be in the comments forever. And some people be like, bitch, if you don't get to the motherfucking tea. Hold on. Damn. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see if this is it. Let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. I think this is going to be it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Let me pull this up for you so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And like I said, Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate, it no longer has her Instagram. Now, I don't know how many followers she had. I never followed her a day in my motherfucking life. I don't think I've ever been to her Instagram unless I was into a story and I see somebody else and be like, oh, they got that clip. I wonder where they got that clip. Or if I'll push in info like on the search and they'll pop up. Other than that, I have never looked at this child in my life. Okay. So I'm learning something new. And I'm also out the loop. It makes me feel a little, a little slow. Makes me feel like grandmama around this bitch. Like, girl, you need to be more up on it. But that's what I got. There's a lot of young ladies in my chat. There's a lot of ladies that are grown and sexy, okay, that are up on it. And that's why I love my chat. That's why I love my VIP. That's why I love the Blonay Society, because it takes a village, bitch. Okay? I got the young ladies in my chat that's going to keep me on point, baby. Okay? This is their generation. You can't be up on everybody's generation. I can't be up on everything. That's why I got my Blonay Society over here. Thank you, young ladies. Mwah, mwah. Thank you, grown and sexy. And I have men over here too. We are not an all women's nothing. Okay, this is not a feminine movement. Men and women are welcome here, and everybody in between, because I'm not your judge or jury. Okay, I don't give a fuck if you're blood or cuz, long as you got love for thugs. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And I think you guys can see this. Yeah. Let me go ahead and take this down. I don't know if this is going to block what y'all are looking at or not, but let's just give you guys the full picture. All right. Now, you guys can see her page is Gone. Okay? Gone. It's gone. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what happened or what my understanding is of this. Now, the girls are fighting and the group chat receipts are out. Now, this content creator called Hot Tea Hot Chocolate was in a private chat dragging Chrisean, spilling her tea. All right. She brags about all the calls she's recorded, all the personal calls that she's had with Chrisean. Chrisean really let her in to the inner circle, right? So she was having private conversations. I don't know if they were hanging out or not, but whatever information she got, she collected it like a bone collector. All right. And she is holding it over Chrisean's head. But let's get back into it. I'm kind of going ahead of myself. Okay. She was in a private chat dragging Chrisean, allegedly, after pretending to support her and for clout. Okay. People are calling her out as a clout, calling her a scammer, saying that she's still out here, as far as Chrisean's still out here drinking, pill popping, neglecting Junior, roaming like a nomad, no purse, no baby bag, just chaos. Okay. And let's not forget, she's passing clothes around like hand-me-downs and then playing holy when she's not. Y'all keep on defending her like she's a saint, but the evidence keeps backfiring. So let's get into this, y'all. Let's get into this mess. Now, there's a video, or what is this out? Let me see. And like I said, she just got exposed in this private chat where she's dragging Chrisean and pretending to be her biggest supporter. Now, let's be real. She probably was only writing for Chrisean to get virality, to get tea and to make money. I mean, at least that's what they're saying out here on these streets. But girl, why didn't you think that this was going to backfire? Doing all this extra. Now, you're the one being called a scammer. Now, let's see. Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and bring this up. And I have to go through this, okay? So it's going to be on the same stream. I just wanted to show you guys this. And let's get to... Now, what I'm about to show you is... I just told you the backdrop of everything that's going on, but what really we're going to get into is Chrisean going off, okay? I wonder if it's up or down. Inside of Hair Queen LA. So the blow up of Chrisean finding out and actually confronting Hot Tea Hot Chocolate was over the phone, and she was literally in Hair Queen LA. So remember when she had that yellow outfit on where she was matching with Marsh? That's when it happened, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. So I don't know if it's up or down. And I hate this for y'all. I'm sorry, but this was all in one place. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. Here it is. All right. And this is just one day ago. We're going to get into this. All right. Let me play this for you guys. Hold on. All right, you guys, take a listen to this.
So you over here. Hi, chocolate. You look good with this. Okay, so what? I'm single. All right.
Rolling and action.
Bro, I don't even know you. You even see her?
I did that something good. I want to go get.
So no. So he's just gonna say, bro, I don't even know you. After he says that, you're gonna be like, who is she?
First 6 months, bro. When I first 6 months, I never do that. I never do that.
Hey, Chrisean, you're on live.
Girl, look at this girl.
Ready?
Said all of this shit. She like you sat on the phone while Chrisean was on the bed. What do you mean I'm on the phone? What do you mean?
You probably listening to what you're
Like,
come on, you got ready?
yeah, this goofy ass shit.
You need her not
This is weird as shit.
You need her away from
Yeah,
the
they be playing in her face, bro, like snakes, bro. Like,
You got
that's
it?
weird as fuck.
Ready?
What the hell?
So basically,
All right, ready? Rolling and action.
bro, I didn't even know you.
Bitch.
So,
Okay, y'all. Now I do have a screenshot of the text that she's talking about. Now it seems as if, now when we look at the screenshots of what was said in this group chat, it's blacked out. A lot of it's blacked out, you guys. But what I feel is that Chrisean was looking at was not blacked out. Okay, she was looking at the original group chat, and I believe that she knows everything that was said, even though we don't, because this is what she is responding to. Hold on, let me see. Let me see, y'all. Let me see where it is. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull this up, and we're going to go to right what she is responding to, and you guys will see that. Okay, we're going to come back up with this. Well, that was the end of it, but I'm going to play this one more time so you can actually hear Chrisean. But I want to show you the text messages from the group chat that were leaked that she's responding to. Now, remember, it's blacked out or redacted, whatever you want to say. But I believe that she was looking at the unredacted, the unblacked out version of what was going on in this private group. I believe that she got the whole kit and caboodle. All right. Let me see. And like I said, I'll bring this right back up, but let's get into these the actual comments. And this is from Capping for Likes, and this is how I was able to go kind of look at some of her posts and see who she is, and kind of look at her page. So I just became familiar with her about an hour before I came on here. Okay. Now, thanks to y'all, I clearly know what's going on and who she is. And shout out to all these blog, whoever you are, shout out to you. I don't have anything against you. Let bygones be bygones. And I respect everybody's platform. Okay, do you, boo? I'm not speaking against anybody, and no disrespect, y'all. I'm actually using your content as the tea, because you guys have covered the tea, and it's good enough to make it on the Bloné Society. So I appreciate y'all. All right. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Like I said, I have no dog in this fight. I'm not on nobody's team but Team Save Junior. Okay, that's the only team I'm on. All right, so let me show y'all, and let's go ahead and pull this up. Now, like I said, this is just a glimpse into what is really going on. Okay, this is a glimpse. You said it's crazy how Chrisean's demon energy got the internet divided and strangers going at it while Junior's sitting in the dark. Yep, turned the other way. Okay, still getting babysat by the damn stroller, Rosemary's Baby. Remember that stroller? If anybody is in the vicinity, motherfucker, make sure Chrisean, as soon as she take Chrisean out that bitch, throw that bitch. Destroy that stroller. I don't give a damn. Okay? You said reprogram because the initial programming is not for us. It is to help push an agenda that was never meant for us. Tell it. Tell it. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. All right. I think it's big enough, but let me make it bigger so I can be able to read it to y'all. Uh-oh. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Wait a minute, y'all. I've got my dog. Hold on. Because this sweater I got on, she keep getting attached to. Hi, bud. Mm-hmm. Come on, buddy. All right, so you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Get down, bud. All right. Let me go ahead and read this to you guys. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. This is for Cap. This is from Capping for Likes. All right, off the Instagram. That's where I got this from. And it says, Chrisean, bloggers and fans crash out over leaked messages of HTHC for short and supporters talking bad about Chrisean, okay, about Rock. Now, as you guys can see here, this is posted by Blue Rock TV, and it says, next time, humble yourself, because all of this could have been avoided. Now, this sector will grow and excel, and the negativity will be done once and for all, okay? So now let's go into what was actually in the small window is what was actually in the group text, okay? I'm assuming what's outside of that is the content creator or the blogger, whoever posted this, okay? I'm just assuming. Now, it says right here, wait, I got to make it a little bit bigger. Hold on. It says HTHC replied to, and it says, nobody in this group should be saying nothing anyone says, period. But if MFers like talking, and I know a lot of supporters always think somebody betraying her. Somebody says, no, F that. The blank betrayed. I don't know. It's blacked out, you guys, okay? Now it says, after Chrisean showed you so much love, you should be ashamed. Okay, so that's the actual blogger who posted this. Now over here it says, this is the part Chrisean was quoting in the previous video. Read it and go back and listen to the video again, just in case HTHC tries to spin the story and say it wasn't that. So let's go ahead and look. We got a little bit. Let's see. It says, she was on the phone the whole time. And then it says Chrisean, I guess Junior, was just on the bed. Because remember, she said, I think Chrisean said that. Now, this specific blogger says, pack it up. No more bullying bloggers or viewers. The truth is here. Okay. I don't think that there was, hold on, y'all. I don't think there was any more. Oh, it is more. Okay. Now look, it says, again, what will be the excuse this time? And who will believe it? Now, inside of the small, I guess this is what was in the group chat. And I'm only telling this to this group. Some sad-ish. She also goes to say, nobody outside of it. So if it gets repeated, then hey. So she was telling Chrisean's tea, okay? She was telling what she learned. I feel like she is speaking out because of the way Chrisean Jr. is being treated. And that is the reason why she's speaking out. Now, I don't know for sure, okay, about what's going on. We're just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, okay? I'm not familiar with any players in this role besides Chrisean, okay? And Jay a little bit, and Marsh, because I was really, really into it in the beginning of the circus. Like I said, I supported Chrisean wholeheartedly. She had me bamboozled until I start seeing her ways, her PO, her what is it called? Her MO, her method of operation, her patterns of behavior, and her abuse and neglect of Junior. And I made an abrupt left turn, Clyde. Okay. All of a sudden, the song Vibe All the Time sucked. Everything about this whole shenanigans sucked. Now, remember, I was into the baddies at first. It wasn't specifically Chrisean. I was covering the baddies and following the baddies. Okay, the baddies South, baddies East, baddies West, everything before baddies Africa, I was all over. All right. Now it goes on to say, whoever wrote this says, not speaking with her team to only pass on negativity, shame. Now, inside of the private group, somebody says, I just got off the phone with Bravo and Creep. So Hatiya Chocolate had built a rapport with not only Chrisean, but with her team as well. So she was going back. She was in, baby. She was in, baby. Now, I don't understand why in the fuck would a celebrity or an influencer be friends with a blogger or content creator? Never mix business with pleasure, baby. It's always going to turn out wrong. It's always going to blow up in your face. That was a bad idea. And you have to be careful who you let into your circle, because sometimes y'all end up sleeping with the fucking enemy. You end up fraternizing with the enemy. You end up giving the enemy the ammunition that they need. And this goes just in regular life, y'all. Be careful what you tell people. You can't tell people everything. Because what some people will do is they will store it up like a squirrel stores up nuts. And they will use it against you. They will use it as ammunition later on. And on Mad Day, they'll shoot your ass up with your own truth. They will use it against you. They will use your weaknesses. They will use what you confided in them, and they will use it against you. And it's a powerful tool when somebody can use that type of information against you. So never put yourself in that position. I don't care if you're a blogger. I don't care if you're a content creator. I don't give a fuck if you're an influencer. I don't give a fuck if in everyday life, if you're a pauper, bitch, if you work as a cashier, if you never leave the motherfucking block, never tell everybody all your business, especially your weaknesses. Now, it's okay to share. I'm not saying keep everything bottled up, but sometimes we just motor mouth and we just tell everybody everything, and this can be the outcome. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, we're going to go back to that video because they told us to go back to the video because this is what she's responding to. But I wanted to actually let you guys see it first. So let's go back to that video, okay? And let me bring it back up for you guys and see what you guys are saying in the chat, because the chat is lit. I'm not even going to play. I'm not even going to play, y'all. Let's get into this chat, okay? Because I haven't talked enough. I'm tired. You say, remember, they call it race, so all the ignorant people can stay in competition. Exactly. And they call it a rat race at that. How demeaning is that? Like, how demeaning is that? Facts. 100. Hold on, you guys. Yep, Blueface slept with the enemy and got locked up. Yep. Blueface should feel like a fool, because you was fooled, nigga. You was bamboozled. You thought you had the upper hand. You thought she was just a regular, smegular, degular asshole that you was about to take advantage of, okay? Use and abuse, womanize her, humiliate, put her on Front Street, get your viral moments, which you did. But you didn't know the monster that was up under your bed. Okay, you was in love with the monster that's under your bed. Yeah. Yeah. You was in love with the voices inside of your head. And we think you crazy, and we think you crazy, and that's not fair. Nah. Nah, Blueface, you got God. You got God, and that's part of the reason why you is sitting in JAAIL right now. And if you ain't learned from that, nigga, we have been a drag the fuck out of you. Soon as we see your out, nigga, we better not see you at the picnic. Bitch, we better not see you at the shower, at the picnic, and watch your back. Because we is gonna drag the fuck out of you as soon as we see you creep. We don't give a damn for the reason, okay? Soon as we see your ass backslide. It's a lie all the time. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this because y'all, I don't even need to be bringing anything funny to this situation. But sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, right? Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from losing your own brain cells. I'm just saying. And let's talk about Chrisean's fan base because they windmill for her like she does nothing wrong. That is not normal, y'all. Because let's be honest, she never left her toxic ways in the first place. Are y'all dumb? Are y'all goofy? She's always half naked. Okay, well, I don't really see anything wrong with that because when I was in my 20s, I stayed freezing and half naked. So I really can't say anything about that. But we know she drinks. She got them pills and potions on deck. She's dishing them out to friends. I'll let you guys hear that video. She's still sucking toes, sucking dick, and playing with God on the side. Holier than thou, baby, not even close. Meanwhile, she neglects her child and her stands just cover for it. What is wrong with y'all? Where's her purse? Where is her luggage? Where is the freaking baby bag? You never see it. She lives like a nomad, roaming for like a gypsy, roaming from one Airbnb to the next with zero stability. What part of the game is that? And then let's talk receipts. Okay? Because the same clothes that Bino bought for her, she passed him on off the chassis, and those were Balenciagas. Remember, he took her on a luxury shopping spree. And now we have a secondhand shop that Chastity has with them same damn clothes. Who turned around and tried to sell them? We've seen her wear other people's clothes. Y'all remember the dentist outfit? And now she's swapping fits with Marsh. It's giving me hand-me-downs. It's not giving me superstar. It's not giving me glow. Okay? A glow up. It's not giving me success. On top of that, y'all see the weight gain. Now listen, bodies change, and I'm not shaming anybody, okay? After having a baby, we also know that at a certain age in your early 20s, you grow up and you become more womanly. Your looks change. That little baby look that you had, that baby face, it changes because you're growing into a woman. That's why it's so important not to have BBLs if you believe in it or any type of surgery before that happens. Because you don't know what you're going to morph into. And that's basically what you do. If you look at a picture of you at 20, 21, 19, and then you fast forward to when you're 26, yes, you still look young. Yes, you still got a tight body. Yes, you're still supple and all of that. But you change. You look more mature. You're turning into that young woman. And that's just what happens. Just like they say at 25, your frontal cortex finally closes. And that's when you make decisions. That's when you kind of see your own mortality. That's when you start to see the consequences of your actions. And it's true because before I was 24, I thought I was invincible. I thought I could do anything, girl. I'm jumping off buildings. I'm jumping in vans with no windows. I'm not even thinking about my future. I'm not thinking about my future. I'm not thinking about my safety. I'm not thinking about none of that shit. But as soon as I turned 25, I was like, damn, bitch, you're not even 21 anymore. In a minute, you're going to be 27 and then 30. Oh my God. I just start panicking. I start thinking about my future. I start thinking everything just changed, you guys. And that's just my personal. But let's go ahead and get into this. And we have to keep that into consideration. So I'm not downing anybody. But if you ask me, she's looking bloated. And I don't know if that's from the lifestyle that she's living or is this some indication of something else, but I'm just saying, that's just facts. But the bigger picture is the girl is still moving sloppy, still messy, still toxic. And if you have seen her lately, this is not the Chrisean we know. I've never seen Chrisean stay in the same hairstyle for longer than freaking 4 days. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. She always had cute clothes on. Some of them kind of, I don't know, you guys can think or whatever. Always look put together. Because she's beautiful. It's just something about how she looks compared to just 6 months ago. I don't know if you guys see it. You guys let me know, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all, okay? So we can see exactly what this blogger was talking about. And then I will get back to the chat before I let you guys go, okay? Let's go ahead and take this down. I'm going to bring back that same video back up so we can see exactly what Chrisean was reacting to in this video while she's in Hair Queen LA. Miserable. Miserable. Y'all can think she's living this, hey, I'm with Young Boy. Hey, this concert. I think she's trying to keep herself occupied and talk herself out of the reality that she really is facing. And this is what happens when you try to bury things, right? Bury your sadness, bury depression, bury the guilt, bury shame. When you live in life trite, there's a lot of shit to bury. When you don't take accountability, there's a lot of shit that you want to hide. You don't even want to face yourself. And that's the sad part, okay? Hold on, let me go ahead and bring this back up so you guys can see this and see exactly what Chrisean was responding to. Y'all, it's a whole lot of chaos and confusion going on. And you think she's getting a full 8 hours sleep and waking up refreshed and ready to face the world. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck, girl. I could be stressing over a bill. Bitch, I done got 3 hours sleep. And my life ain't hardly as chaotic as this. The fuck? I don't even get a full 8 hours sleep. And anybody who treats a child like this, you can't be living your best life. You're not living your best life because it's reflecting on how you treat your child in the way, in the manner that you speak to people, how you do people. It's all a reflection of who you are and what's going on inside, what's going on when the camera's cut. That's why they say money can't buy you happiness. That's what they mean. Don't take it literal, y'all. Okay? Oh, well, I can fly to Paris tomorrow. I can go on my car. Does it really make you happy, bitch? I can go shopping anywhere time I want. Does it really make you happy, bitch? Really? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this.
Yeah. So you want me here?
Hi, chocolate. You look good with this. Okay, so what? I'm single.
All right.
I have to handle my shit. But look.
Are you ready?
Look. Now you trying to play
Rolling
the part.
and
Pick the part.
action.
Who are you recording?
Bro, I don't even know you. You even see her? I think that's when you tell I want to go.
So no. He's just gonna say, bro, I don't even know you. After he says that, you're gonna be like, who is she?
When I first hit you up, bro. When I first hit you up, I never do that. I never do that.
Hey, Chrisean, you're on live.
Girl, look at this girl.
Ready?
Said all of this shit. She like you sat on the phone while Chrisean was on the bed. What do you mean I'm on the phone? What do you mean?
People are listening to what shit.
Like,
Come on, you got ready?
this spooky ass shit.
You need her not as on the mic. You need her away from the
Yeah, they
mic.
be playing in your face, bro, like snakes, bro. Like,
You got it?
weird as fuck.
Ready?
What the hell?
So basically,
All right, ready? Rolling and action.
bro, I didn't even know you.
Bitch.
And it is so sad, y'all, that she cannot read the room. She is oblivious to what's going on around her. Now, it looks like it sounds like they're even trying to film like maybe a TikTok or maybe a scene or something. She don't give a fuck. She wants to be the loudest one in the room. Okay? And things like that really point to signs of illness, mental illness. And we can have a red flag conversation because I feel it's important that you're able to spot the early of toxicity in a toxic person. But we're not going to go ahead and get into that. But this just shows me she was oblivious. He was like, Chrisean, read the room. I'm Chrisean. Everybody can hear what you. She didn't give a fuck. She wanted to be the loudest one in the room. This is unhealthy, you guys. And you can't ignore the warning sign. A lot of tainted people have grudges. They throw tantrums over the simple things, right? The mundane things. I call them adult baby tantrums. And instead of seeing the signs and figuring out that something's wrong, they have excessive behavior. This is what we're seeing, you guys. This is literally what we're seeing. Somebody said, yeah, she's built like a sack of what? Laundry. Girl, she is looking very frumpy. This is not the usual. And I'm not trying to put her down. I'm just making an observation. This is not how Chrisean normally looks. Wearing the same clothes 2-3 days in a row, that's something that depression brings on as well. Those are signs of depression. When you got to pull yourself out of the bed, you don't really want to do your hair. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. There's something about Chrisean. There's something that's going on. There's an inner turmoil. There's an inner struggle. And it's starting to show on the outside. Just like a narcissist, when you crack their mask, that's one of the worst things you can do for a narcissist is let their mask slip. And then you crack it. You cause a narcissistic injury. You better watch out. Depending on what narcissist, you might lose your life. But it goes so with mental illness as well. Right? So anybody who caped for her, defended her, rode for her like she was some type of motherfucking saint, I don't feel sorry for you. Now your fave has rejected you, called you out. And you're going to suffer the same fate as everybody else she's used. Period. Now, was Hot Tea Hot Chocolate a supporter or a user? Was she a real friend or just chasing clout? These are the questions I want to ask my chat. Do you think Chrisean is misunderstood or a manipulator? They want her to be painted out as a saint, but I see it more as a scam. You even heard AJ, somebody who was close to her. How many flies on the wall do I have to bring y'all? She even said it. She's scamming y'all when she be like, oh, I went through this and I went through that. She's playing on your pity. She wants you to be able to relate to her. She got me. I was all in, girl. I would have socked you in your eye if you would have said something about Chrisean. And I admit it. I didn't fucking know. I didn't know. My radar was bent. And I call myself a child of God. We don't always get it right. All right. Because she played on me. And you know what it's called? It's called unconscious bias. I learned this when I started going to court cases. That's one thing that you can't have in a court case. So when I go to court cases and I start reporting them, you'll see less and less of my POV and more of the professionalism that I learned in journalism class. Right now, I'm only using 25% of what I learned in journalism class. You will not see the full potential of my journalistic abilities until I actually start going out and covering cases where I have to leave my POV on the back burner and I cannot have unconscious bias. Because I used to report and be like, that nigga guilty. That nigga is guilty all day long. And we be on the first day of the damn court case. So I do apologize for that. But for right now, the T is all about my POV. And that's what she did. She played on, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh girl. Yep, girl. I remember. I can relate to that. And they play on that. How many of you and how many others of her rock supporters can say the same thing? How many of you guys will see the error of your ways and finally wake up? Because she's holier than who? Do y'all really see a changed woman in her image? Shouldn't the baby bag become before the fucking designer outfits and all of these men that she paraded in and around her child? Imagine how many beds of strange men that Chrisean Jr. has been laying in. Just sickening, just disgusting. Now, do you think her weight gain is from motherhood? Her motherhood glow up, or a sign of something deeper? And this is not an attack on her look or anything like that, but y'all can't see it. And I'm defending her beauty. I'm defending her being always on point with her looks. What is wrong with y'all? Always having the best hairstyle, always having her makeup looking good, whether she did it or not. Girl, you looking like somebody mama. Somebody auntie, and you shouldn't. You're only 25 years old. And you looking like somebody mama, but you ain't acting like one, Hope. Now, they're calling her the hand-me-down queen. Are y'all okay with recycling and reselling clothes as well? And I'm not talking about a quick trip to Goodwill or the thrift shop or your favorite secondhand store. Those were designer duds, okay? The shoes that Chastity was trying to sell was $1,000. Like, what? But that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got. Let me look into the chat before I let you guys go. That's all I got. You said Ozempic, another way to bring our people down and take out our natural beauty by telling you you're not beautiful. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, y'all, that's all I got. You guys make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Get us into the algorithm, you guys. Everything is free. Like, comment, subscribing, everything. Freeski. Freeski. Light up the chat. Make it all green. If you guys want to become a member, go ahead and grab your membership. And like always, if you want to contribute something else to this channel, you can always hit up my Cash App. Let me put this in here, which I usually don't, but somebody may want to. I don't know. And this just goes towards my social media platform and my purpose, okay, in life. I do theater. I love acting, writing, and motivational speaking, and this will go towards it, right? I have monthly subscriptions, my streaming, my editing, all that comes into play. Now, when we start Baddies USA, I'm going to be live. I'm going to be on camera. So I got to set up my background. you know, get my chair and, you know, I would really like to spruce it up a little bit. I don't have to. But just like I said, if you guys want to, my Cash App is right there, okay? But, you know, you guys let me know. Let me see what you guys are saying. And anybody who is new to this channel, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for your input. Thank you for joining the chat. And thank you for your POV. We greatly appreciate it. I humbled myself to you guys, all right? B Whole LLC, thank you. She takes mental health meds that they make you blow up. Oh, okay. Yep. It's something, y'all. She's not looking like normal Chrisean Rock, okay? Especially when she goes to perform with Taseki. Girl. Maybe she's a little self-conscious, you know, about her weight gain. I get that. She's going through things, you know, and I'm not negating that. I'm just saying she don't look like the regular fucking Chrisean. She looked like she's going through some shit. Looks like she's not getting the full 8 hours, and her life is not a motherfucking movie like she wants us to believe. Hey, I'm with Young Boy. Hey, I'm out here with Birdman. Hey, I'm out here with, you know, this person and that person. Hey, Bravo. Hey, girl, you ain't fooling us. Now those people out here living a real life. Nah, you're not fooling us. I can't stand a liar, and we can't even afford to waste time to speculate anymore. It's clear she got issues. I'm telling y'all. And Rebecca says, we waiting to see what pops off when Blue get out. Yes, hashtag save Junior, baby. That's when the real is gonna come out. When Blueface get out, and mind you, she is on it. I wouldn't be surprised that she's still talking to Blueface. But then we want to give Blueface the benefit of the doubt. But we've seen how they both operate, y'all. I wouldn't put it past them. You said Blue is not the father and he can't save Junior. Yeah. Chrisean looks 30. Bitch, you look 30. You're only 25, girl. You're only 25 years old. And standing next to Taseki, you would think Taseki is younger than you, girl. There's something about Chrisean. There's something going on, you guys. Even Stevie Wonder will tell you that that's Ronnie C. Thank you guys so much for showing love. Thank you. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. All right, VIPs, y'all heard the tea. Now it's time to sip it. You drop your POVs in the chat. If you guys are part of the replay gang, make sure you leave a comment and let me know. Sound off in the comments and don't hold back. Because if your fave rejects you after you ride for them, what does that say about them and you? Right? I want you guys to make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because the tea don't stop, okay? When the live ends, the tea don't stop. Until next time, you guys, keep it bougie, keep it shady, and keep sipping with me, baby. I love all of you guys. And I will see you guys on the next video, okay? I'll see you guys on the next live. Until next time, America.
I damn near don't want to have a kid. Why the fuck am I having it?
Do you hear what I'm saying, Sean? Huh? When I had y'all, it didn't stop me from working. It ain't stopped nothing. Now y'all grown and out the way.
Yeah, but Mom, you stayed.
I ain't stay with your father. After I told him, I dropped him. And guess what? The 11 didn't stop nothing. Because y'all growed up and go your way.
Yeah, but I don't like who I became, Mom. I should have.
What do you mean you don't like who you became? Please don't do that, Sean.
I'm just saying, y'all. I don't know, Mom. I can ask this nigga if you want a kid. He gonna say no. I don't want to have a baby.
It's not him to say. He should have zipped it up then. God gives life, my child. It's not for today. It's for the future. I got 8 girls and 4 sons. I don't regret for having none of y'all. You turned out to be good. The rest of them turned out to be good. Of course, you're going to have some hard-headed sons, but they can even turn out to be good. Your brother just got 2 stores. His dream came to pass. It's going to be over with. And when you need a break, that's what godmothers are for.
But Ma, where Sean come from is because you know we couple oriented.
You know what,
Get
Sean?
it from you, Ma.
You know what God told me?
To be on one cool.
The baby is going to change you for the best.
That's cool, but if the nigga don't want to have a baby, why the fuck am I having him?
It doesn't matter. He's not God. If you making him God, the father. If you making him God,
nobody making him
I feel
God.
sorry for that because that's life.
All
God
right.
gives life.
All right, man. And I got rid of lives.
I know. Do you think you're going to get away with it, my child? Do you? You reap everything, the good and the bad. The child don't have to be in your life. He can know y'all as mother and father.
What's wrong? What are you talking about, Sean? I'm just saying, we all had this point when we all broke down and we felt like we wasn't enough.
Let me tell you something, Sean. The heart is already beating.
Thanks for watching. Shout out to my VIPs, and I'll see you on the next video.